There is a $3 bag sitting on the bottom shelf of your local garden center right now. It has been there for decades, and 92% of every catfish in a test tank swam directly toward it, not over minutes, over seconds. No lure on Earth has ever come close to that number. But here is the part that should make you angry. Multiple U.S. states moved to restrict this powder, not because it failed, because it worked too well, and a multi-billion-dollar tackle industry decided you should never find out why. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is a paper trail. I spent weeks going through federal regulations, chemoreception research, and the actual history of how natural fishing attractants disappeared from public knowledge. By the end of this video, you are going to know exactly what this powder is, exactly what it does inside a fish's brain, and exactly 3 completely legal methods to use it next time you hit the water. Welcome to Dr. Jason's Secrets. Let us get into it. So what is this powder? It is called blood meal. Dried animal blood, ground fine, sold at every Home Depot, Tractor Supply, and Lowe's in America as garden fertilizer. It was designed to feed tomatoes. It was never designed to catch fish. But that is exactly what makes it so dangerous to the people who sell you fishing gear for a living. Here's the part they never put in the history books. Long before base boats and electronic fish finders existed, Native American tribes on the Great Lakes used animal blood and fish remains to pull walleye and sturgeon into concentrated areas. They did this successfully for thousands of years. It was not a trick. It was not a hack. It was the original science of fishing passed down across generations. So when did it become a problem? Follow the money. The restrictions and the stigma around blood baits and natural chumming did not appear until the late 1970s and early 1980s. Right when the recreational fishing tackle industry crossed the billion-dollar milestone for the first time. Think about what that means. If every angler in America could walk into a garden center and buy a $3 bag that outperforms everything on the tackle wall, the entire synthetic attractor category collapses overnight. Bass Pro Shops alone pulls in over $7 billion in annual revenue. Their attractor and scent product lines generate hundreds of millions by themselves. A $3 bag of blood meal is not just competition. It is an existential threat to that entire revenue stream. So what did the industry do? They lobbied state wildlife agencies to classify natural chumming as unsportsmanlike. They helped write the regulations themselves. And just like that, a simple garden fertilizer became restricted in some of the best fishing states in America. But here is what they cannot lobby away. Here is what should terrify every board member at every tackle company watching this video: the biochemistry. Because what happens inside a fish's brain when blood meal touches water is something no regulation can ever undo. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. What I'm about to walk you through is not fishing folklore. This is peer-reviewed neuroscience. And once you understand it, you will never look at a bottle of synthetic fish attractant the same way again. Fish possess some of the most sensitive chemical detection systems in the entire animal kingdom. Picture this. Imagine you could smell a single grain of table salt dissolved into an Olympic-sized swimming pool. That is what a catfish does every second of every day. Scientists measure this sensitivity at concentrations as low as 1 part per 10 billion. That is a number so small your brain is not built to comprehend it. But the fish's brain is. Now here is where blood meal enters the picture. Blood meal is roughly 80 to 90% crude protein by weight. That protein is a massive reservoir of dissolved organic nitrogen compounds, specifically a group of molecules called L-amino acids. These are the keys that unlock the fish's brain. When blood meal dissolves in water, the protein breaks apart into free amino acids, alanine, glycine, serine, released in enormous concentrations. Researchers studying the chemosensory response of freshwater fish documented what these amino acid compounds do to catfish. What they found blew the doors off everything the tackle industry had been selling. Alanine alone triggered a feeding response in catfish at a concentration of 1 part per 10 million. Let me put that in terms you can feel. That is a few grains of blood meal dissolved into an entire farm pond. A few grains. And every catfish in that pond knows it is there. So, what happens inside the fish? Think of the inside of a fish's nose as a wall covered in thousands of tiny biological locks. Each amino acid from the blood meal is a key. But this is not one key for one lock. Blood meal delivers a master key ring that fits every single lock on that wall simultaneously. When those keys turn, they fire a signal cascade straight into the brain's feeding command center. And here is the part that changes everything. That signal completely bypasses conscious decision-making. The fish does not choose to approach the blood meal cloud. The brain fires an automatic motor response, and the fish simply goes. No hesitation, no evaluation. It is a pure nervous system override. The exact same reflex that makes you jerk your hand off a hot stove before your conscious mind even registers the pain. But blood meal is not done. It goes deeper. Blood meal is rich in essential amino acids like leucine and lysine. When the fish detects these, it does not just get attracted to the source. It physically becomes hungrier than it was 5 seconds ago. Blood meal does not ring the dinner bell. It hotwires the fish's brain and body simultaneously. That is not fishing. That is biochemical warfare. And you can buy the weapon for $3 at any garden center in the country. Now, knowing the science is only half the equation, because if you do not understand how blood meal moves through water, you are leaving 90% of its power on the table. And this is the piece that separates anglers who dabble from anglers who dominate. Here is something most people do not realize. Not all blood meal is created equal, and the cheap stuff from the garden center actually has a massive hidden advantage. In the rendering industry, blood meal is produced using different drying methods. The cheap garden center blood meal is almost always batch dried, meaning it has been exposed to more heat for a longer period. That sounds worse, right? It is not. When you put blood meal in water, the amino acids disperse outward following what physicists call Fick's first law of diffusion. Imagine dropping a tea bag into a bathtub. That first burst of color spreading outward is the fast soluble fraction. It travels quickly, covering a wide area in minutes. Now imagine that same tea bag keeps releasing color slowly for hours after that initial burst. That is what batch-dried blood meal does. The cheap stuff creates a multi-layered scent cloud. The soluble free amino acids blast outward like an underwater siren, creating an immediate high-intensity signal. Meanwhile, the insoluble protein fractions sit and slowly break down over time, maintaining a sustained concentration gradient that keeps drawing fish from downstream for hours. The fast fraction is the shock and awe. The slow fraction is the siege. Together, they create a scent architecture that no synthetic product on the market has ever been able to replicate. And here is the kicker. You want the $3 bag, not the expensive one. The cheap batch-dried blood meal from Tractor Supply or Home Depot gives you both layers of that scent cloud. The expensive spray-dried stuff dissolves too fast and burns out. The bargain bin just became the best seat in the house. But before you head to the garden center, there is something you need to hear, because the real reason multiple states crack down on this powder is darker than you think, and it has absolutely nothing to do with giving anglers an unfair advantage. Now, I need to be straight with you. This is the part of the story that the viral videos and fishing forums never tell you, and it is the part that genuinely matters. The primary federal regulation governing blood meal is the 1997 FDA ruminant feed ban found in Title 21 of the Code of Federal Regulations. This law exists for one reason: bovine spongiform encephalopathy. You know it as mad cow disease. This is a prion disease that destroys brain tissue. There is no treatment, there is no cure, and it can hide in animal-derived products for years without detection. The FDA specifically prohibits cattle materials in all animal food or feed to stop this disease from spreading through the food chain. But it gets worse. The USDA's Animal and Plant Health Inspection Service regularly issues emergency bans on the movement of all animal byproducts, including blood meal, from areas where highly pathogenic avian influenza has been detected. And then there is the most alarming reason of all. Multiple states have issued specific fish consumption advisories based on contamination from PFAS, polyfluoroalkyl substances. You have heard them called forever chemicals. They earned that name because once they enter a water system, they never break down. Not in your lifetime. Not in your children's lifetime. Not ever. Because blood meal is an animal-derived product, it carries an inherent risk of containing bioaccumulated toxins if the source animals were raised in contaminated areas. So no, the restrictions are not purely a tackle industry conspiracy. They are a collision of disease control, environmental protection, and agricultural biosecurity. But here is the critical distinction that changes everything. The bans target uncontrolled chumming, the act of dumping loose material directly into the water. They do not ban the powder itself. They do not ban scenting your bait. They do not ban contained application. And that is the gap we are about to drive a truck through, because there are 3 completely legal methods to use blood meal in the water, and none of them require you to break a single law anywhere in America. Here they are. Before the methods, you need to know which fish this actually works on, because I would rather tell you the truth now than have you waste a trip. Channel catfish are the undisputed #1 responder. Their entire sensory architecture is built around detecting dissolved proteins in water. 92% approach rate. No electronic attractor, no synthetic scent has ever come close. Carp respond nearly as well. They are bottom-feeding scavengers, biologically hardwired to detect decomposing organic material. Blood meal is a near-perfect mimic of exactly that signal. Blue catfish and flathead catfish respond at similarly devastating levels. Crappie showed a moderate but meaningful response, around 40%. Now here is where I have to be honest with you, and this is what separates this channel from every other fishing page on the internet. Largemouth bass showed minimal response to blood meal amino acids. Bass are visual predators. They trigger on movement, flash, and vibration, not scent. If you fish exclusively for bass, This specific technique is not your weapon. I would rather tell you that now than have you waste a trip. One more factor that will make or break your results: water temperature. Below 55 degrees Fahrenheit, amino acid dispersal in the water slows to a crawl. The cold water locks the molecules in place before they can spread. You need to plan your blood meal tactics for the warm water seasons when that diffusion cloud can bloom to its full devastating radius. So you know what it does. You know how it works. You know which fish it destroys and which ones it does not. Now the only question left is the one every angler watching this has been waiting for. How do you use it without breaking a single law? In most states that restrict chumming, the law defines it specifically as depositing loose material directly into the water in quantities designed to concentrate fish. Read that again carefully. Loose material, directly into the water. The law does not prohibit scenting your personal bait. It does not prohibit applying attractant to your hook. It does not prohibit contained dispensers. That is not a loophole. That is the letter of the law. And these three methods live completely inside it. Method 1, the high-protein blood paste. This is legal everywhere. No exceptions, no gray area. 1 tablespoon of blood meal from any garden center, 2 tablespoons of flour. Add just enough water to make a thick, dark red paste, the consistency of heavy putty. Your hands are going to smell like a slaughterhouse. Do not fight it. That smell is money. Roll that paste around your hook and bait, cast. The paste dissolves slowly, releasing amino acids in a controlled cloud that stays within a 3-foot radius of your hook for up to 20 minutes. Because you are not dumping loose material into the water, this is legally classified as scenting your bait. Any fish that passes through that detection radius gets hit with an amino acid concentration strong enough to trigger an immediate involuntary strike. Method 2, the filter bag scent cloud. Take a small square of cheesecloth, 4 inches by 4 inches. Place 2 tablespoons of dry blood meal in the center. Tie the cloth closed with fishing line, creating a small sealed pouch. Attach this pouch to your line about 12 inches above your hook. When you cast, the pouch sinks near the bottom. Blood meal dissolves slowly through the cheesecloth, releasing a controlled, steady stream of amino acids into the current. No loose material is deposited, no chumming occurs. In a river or stream, the current carries that amino acid trail downstream for up to 30 feet. Every catfish within range locks onto that trail and follows it straight back to your hook like a bloodhound on a scent line. Method 3, osmotic bait soaking. This is the most powerful method, and it eliminates every legal question completely. The night before your fishing trip, take your soft plastic baits and place them in a sealed Ziploc bag with 3 tablespoons of blood meal. Add 2 tablespoons of water. Seal the bag and shake it thoroughly. Place it in the refrigerator and let the baits soak overnight, minimum 8 hours. Soft plastics are porous at the molecular level. Through osmosis and diffusion, the amino acids absorb deep into the surface structure of the bait. When you fish those baits the next day, they release a steady stream of scent for up to 2 hours per bait. No extra powder, no paste, no pouch. You are fishing with a scented artificial bait that is legal in all 50 states. No exceptions, no chumming, no loose dispersal. Just a bait that smells like the most powerful natural feeding trigger these fish have ever evolved to detect. One last piece of advice before you go. Blood meal quality varies dramatically between brands. Check the bag, look for a nitrogen content of 12% or higher. Higher nitrogen means higher protein, which means more amino acid release in the water. Avoid cheap brands that cut their product with bone meal or feather meal. Those fillers dilute the amino acid concentration and kill the effectiveness. The bag at Tractor Supply consistently tests at 13% nitrogen. That is the one. Here is what we just covered. A $3 bag of garden fertilizer triggers a 92% biological feeding reflex in catfish because it delivers a master key ring of amino acids that bypass conscious decision-making and directly activate the fish's motor response system. Multiple states restricted it, not purely because the tackle industry lobbied, but because of real federal concerns around BSE, avian influenza, and forever chemicals in water systems. And 3 completely legal methods, the blood paste, the filter bag, and the overnight soak, let you deploy its full biochemical power without breaking a single law. The tackle industry spent decades making you feel like the only real fishing is the kind that arrives on a truck, gets bolted to your boat by a licensed dealer, and sends you a receipt for $60 every time you run out of scent. A $3 bag at the garden center just made your entire synthetic scent shelf obsolete. If this is the kind of raw, unfiltered science the rest of the internet is afraid to publish, you know what to do. Subscribe, ring the bell, and send this to every fisherman you know. Because someone needs to tell them, stay sharp, stay legal, and I will see you on the water.